Parliament and I reside here in the Wairarapa, here in Carterton. I don't think it's any secret that from day one I've been opposed to any amalgamation into any form of a supercity. I believe Wairarapa is a distinct and separate community with its own community of interest, its own culture, its own economy, and people who have lived in this region, who are intergenerational Kiwis, who understand exactly how this region works in terms of its climate, its ecosstructure, its infrastructure. People who have been proud to lead and govern themselves, manage their own assets for, crikey, Carterton's case, about 160 years. The only thing I can say about the Supercity would be this. This is about democracy. It's not about money. It's about people and communities. It's not about corporatisation. Local democracy is exactly that. It's about local people having, as Māori would say, tēnā rangatiratanga, right for them to determine for themselves their own direction, their own needs, their own priorities, and their own plans about how which they will address those challenges before them. You hear a lot of talk about how we can't do this and that for the future. I reject it all. Carterton was settled, like I said, over 160 years ago by non-Māori who worked with Māori, who over those 160 years has built it to what it is. Over that 160 years they faced a lot of challenges. They faced a Great Depression, they faced earthquakes, they faced 2 world wars, during which time they not only sustained themselves despite the fact that their men were away fighting the war, but they managed, along with the rest of rural provincial New Zealand, to feed the free world. I think we sometimes underestimate ourselves, our calibre and our ability to do the things that we know have to be done. Clearly, LGC and the supporters of the Supercity don't respect or value the strengths of the people of the Wairarapa. There is a natural boundary called the Tararua Ranges, the Rumataka Ranges. That is the boundary that separates us from metropolitan urban Wellington. There's another boundary, and it is the ocean, it's the coastline, it's the east coast. From everything that I know, from being born here in 1954 to growing up in this district, coming back here, becoming the mayor, working with the people in the community, from everything I've learned, I know this. Rural provincial New Zealanders are resilient, capable, confident. They are able to do things for themselves, and very often at far less cost to what would cost for urban New Zealanders to solve themselves. They're not overly reliant on the state, and they don't ask for that sort of thing. They take pride in their independence. If we were to give up that independence, if we were to roll over and become part of the Supercity, we would be outnumbered at the council table by 9 to 1. We would have very little say over the future plans for the Wairarapa. The community board would not be capable of representing each and every little community that makes up the whole of the Wairarapa. And we would certainly, from what I've read in the proposal, there is certainly no guarantee that we will have anything other than oversight, and that worries me. This proposal is lacking in detail, it is lacking in definition, it is lacking in specifics, and even worse, it has an erroneous error of some 25 million, which could have been corrected if the local government commissioners had simply come to the Wairarapa, sat down with the CEOs and asked the right questions. I just think on that one factor alone, this proposal should be in the rubbish bin. As a Member of Parliament, I intend taking this issue up in Parliament. I intend fighting along with my fellow citizens in the Wairarapa in the hope that we will stop this nonsense, and in the hope that we will return back to a position where we have that ability to determine our future, govern ourselves and manage ourselves the same way we always have for 160 years.